নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধুরা, রেস স্পোর্টসের পর্দায় আপনাদের সকলকে স্বাগত। এই মুহূর্তে আমরা রয়েছি কলকাতা শহরের এক পাঁচতারা হোটেলে এবং এখানে কিন্তু কিছুক্ষণ আগে একটি অনুষ্ঠান হয়েছিল এবং সেই অনুষ্ঠানে কিন্তু উপস্থিত ছিলেন মোহনবাগান দলের দুই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ফুটবলার দিমিত্রি পেত্রাদস এবং জেমি ম্যাকলারেন। এছাড়াও ছিলেন লখনৌ সুপার জায়ান্টস আইপিএলের টিমের জাহির খান থেকে শুরু করে দুই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ক্রিকেটার ঋষভ পান্ট এবং নিকোলাস পুরান। তারা কিন্তু এসে সকলেই কিন্তু তাদের জীবনের সমস্ত ঘটনাকে তুলে ধরলেন। এরই পাশাপাশি কিন্তু মোহনবাগানের দুই তারকা দিমিত্রি পেত্রাদস এবং জেমি ম্যাকলারেন তারা কিন্তু এসে তাদের যে মোহনবাগানের জার্নি, সেই জার্নি সম্পর্কেও কিন্তু তারা কথা বললেন। এছাড়াও তারা কিন্তু অস্ট্রেলিয়া জাতীয় দলের ফুটবলার এবং তারা যখন জাতীয় দলে খেলেছে সেই সময়কারও কিন্তু তাদের অনেক কিছু স্মৃতি রয়েছে, সেই স্মৃতি সম্পর্কেও কিন্তু তারা আজকে কথা বলেছেন। এরই পাশাপাশি তারা কিন্তু এটা বলতে ভোলেননি যে তারা অস্ট্রেলিয়া হোক বা সারা বিশ্বে অনেক জায়গায় কিন্তু তারা ফুটবল খেলেছেন, কিন্তু সেখানে খেললেও এবং দেশেরও হয়ে তারা যখন বিভিন্ন বড় বড় দেশের এগেনস্টে ফুটবল খেলেছেন, তার থেকেও কিন্তু তাদের কাছে সবথেকে বেশি দামি মুহূর্ত হলো এই মোহনবাগান দলের হয়ে ফুটবলটা খেলা। মোহনবাগান জার্সি পরে যুবভারতী ক্রীড়াঙ্গনে মাঠে নামাটা কিন্তু তাদের কাছে অনেক বড় একটা প্রাপ্তি, এটা কিন্তু তারা বলেছেন। এরই পাশাপাশি লখনৌ সুপার জায়ান্টসের অধিনায়ক ঋষভ পান্ট থেকে শুরু করে নিকোলাস পুরান, তারা কিন্তু প্রত্যেকেই তাদের বিষয়েও কথা বলেছেন, তাদের নিজস্ব জীবনী সম্পর্কেও কিন্তু তারা বলেছেন। এবং ঋষভ পান্ট তিনি কিন্তু নিজের জীবনের, আপনারা জানেন যে ঋষভ পান্ট কিন্তু একটা অনেক বড় অ্যাক্সিডেন্টের পর তিনি কিন্তু আবার ক্রিকেটে ফেরত এসেছেন। সেই সকল ঘটনা নিয়েই কিন্তু তিনি আজকে এই অনুষ্ঠানে কথা বলেছেন। চলুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক তাদের মুখ থেকেই তারা আজকে এই অনুষ্ঠানে কী কী বললেন।
Well, for starters, it means passion, and that was a big reason why I came here. And having known a lot of Australians in the past that come here and been treated as their own, I think it's very rare that you get welcomed so easily. And I could see when I arrived here in Kolkata day one, the love I had was pure. It was a lot of care, and something when you're a part of something and you feel special, you feel valued. Everything just flows, and you can see the togetherness of us this year, the success we've had. It's not by chance. We work on these things, and to have success, I don't think it's about the accomplishments. It's about what happens behind closed doors, and a lot of those things happen at training, our interaction with the fans, whether we go out to restaurants or to the malls. Everyone's so friendly, and when we go out on, like tonight, we're going to go out there and give everything for those people that give us the love back, and there's no better job in the world.
I think it's an amazing feeling to be here. From day one, the reception it was amazing from the fans, from the club. We're like one big family, and this is what I love about Monaco. And I hope it continues this way. I'm sure it will. And every time you put on the jersey, it's a proud moment for yourself to go out and perform and just do your best out there.
I think it was a special opportunity. Yesterday I had the pleasure of meeting those fans that unfortunately had those circumstances. And look, I haven't had an experience of an atmosphere since I played against Argentina at the World Cup. The atmosphere that we have at the Salt Lake is electric. You don't need motivation to play in front of these fans. The motivation's already there, the expectations is already there, and you just got to go out there and you look around and you see 65,000 people cheering you on. As a player, there is no greater feeling, and I think tonight we're hopefully going to see the same number of crowd, and we'll be giving everything. And for them, just cheer us on, and we'll always give back. We like to think that our home form's been very good, and tonight will be no different. And it's all or nothing for us tonight. We really want to go for it and get this club into another final, which they deserve.
Look, I think they're incredible. They give me a boost when I'm out there on the pitch, full of energy, the whole stadium, and I believe it happens for all the players on the field, even the ones that are going to come onto the field. That energy that they create in the stadium is just incredible. I believe it's up there with one of the best in the world. It is just an amazing feeling to be playing every week in front of these fans and give them joy.
I think leadership is nothing to do with the accomplishments, the trophies. It's a lot to do with how you handle situations, how you can handle pressure, but also how you can inspire other people around you. And that's where the captaincy is, and I've been a captain of previous Dimmies, had the honour of captaining Mohammed games. It's bigger than yourself, and the added pressure isn't there. It's more about how can you inspire other people around you to be better, because if they are better, then you instantly will be better. So yeah, it's not about the accomplishments, the trophies, the awards. Leadership's bigger than that, and it's more powerful. And when people around you can see that, it becomes infectious, and there's no reason and there's no surprise that we have had that. We've had many captains this year, many inspiring moments, and there's a big reason why we won the Shield. I don't think there's many teams around that can handle the expectations of Mohammedan and the fans and whatnot. And yeah, there's no greater feeling than knowing that you've got guys around you that stand side by side that will share that load with you. I don't want to make my friend to the right blush, but when we needed a goal, I looked at him and I said, this is going to be your night, because he's had a tough season, but when you show leadership is when you can do the things behind closed doors. You work on the extras, he stays behind, he works on his shooting, and that one shot that he needed was the one shot that gave us that trophy. And when the final whistle went, I was the first person to run over to him and hugged him and said, this is your moment, this is our moment, and that's a moment we'll share for the rest of our lives, and something very special.
Look, it meant a lot to me. It was a great moment, but I just want to elaborate on what Jamie just said. I think is very special for me what he just said. You've asked him about what was his greatest moment this year, and he mentioned that. And I believe that is the reason why we're on top of the table, because it's not just Jamie saying this. This is the environment of the team, of the players. We are all out there as brothers. You know, this is something really nice to hear. I don't know, it happened fast, but it was also, I don't know, I think I was just in the moment. I felt the energy from the fans as I was about to come on. You know, Jamie and the other guys had done most of the running most of the game, so they tired them out. I came on fresh, and yeah, it was just an amazing feeling, and lucky there's videos of it because it happened so quick, and yeah, it was amazing.
I believe you do have a natural ego, but that's just self-confidence, and I don't think Mohammedan will sign players based on their ego, because if that was the case, there wouldn't be this much success. I think you leave your ego at the door. We left ours at the airport back in Melbourne, and when you come here, it's you know you're playing with the best players that India have produced. So we are coming into a country that, one, have welcomed us, but also we're playing with the best Indian players. So we have no right to come here and expect, a bit similar to maybe how the cricketers come here and the foreign players come and play in the IPL. Very similar. We come here, we want to show our qualities, but also there is no ego from us. And that's one thing as being biased Aussie, that Australians do not have any egos.
Look, of course there's been a difference. Every day we are training together. The older players are good with the younger players, which is very important to get the experience, the focus and the belief in the game for the young Indian players to come through, and they've done an amazing job. Of course, I think the team has a great understanding of, it's not I hope I score, or I hope this guy scores, or something happens that is the headline for one person. It's a team sport, and this is one big thing that we understand, and the reason why we've had so much success. The pressure part of the game, I think you develop this from experience. You know, you to a fan, maybe they might understand because it's like a very big game. But as a player, you have to just go out there like it's another game. You've trained all week, all year for a certain game, of course, and go out there and just do what you do every week. You know, and just keep coming. I don't see.
Well, from a club point of view, it sits right at the top, and I had the luxury, the honour to play in my first one, and after 30 odd minutes, I had a goal. So that was pretty special, and I think those moments are ones that you'll never take for granted, because you don't know how often derbies are going to come around. And the second derby we had to play, I had to fly to Guwahati to play against East Bengal, and managed to get a goal in that game as well. And I know that when I was celebrating, although there might not have been so many people in the crowd, I know that 1 hour away in Kolkata, there would have been thousands of fans celebrating and having a great night. So sport brings everyone together, and other than international football, I haven't played in a bigger stadium than the Salt Lake on a consistent basis. And I think it's another lure of why players want to come and join this club. Not only the success, the passion, the way the fans treat you, the way you're welcomed, our dressing room, it ticks all the boxes, and there's no reason why more players won't join this football club and wanted to continue the success, because like Dimmy said, when you put on that crest, it feels heavy, but it's a good heavy. He's made some vindaloo and stuff like this. He does like Indian food, and they had an amazing time here.
Look, it's part of developing as a person, I think, how to deal with things like this. Look, in the end, you just have to focus on what you are doing, go out there and give your best every week. It doesn't always plan out, but as long as you keep going and never give up, things eventually will get better and better. So my thing is, like, when things are going good, enjoy it. It won't last forever. If things are going bad, it also will not last forever. So just keep pushing through it all, and just go out and give your best. The training is a guide to our success on the field. Many hours of training and trying different things that will possibly happen in the game. And when it comes to the game, you just have to keep your cool and just be like, I've been in this situation many times throughout the week, throughout the whole season, and just take your chances.
Until one moment was the final whistle when we won the Shield. I spoke to management, Vinay over there. I said, when you sign me, you won't regret it, because I'm coming here for the collective success. I'm not coming here for individual accolades. I know the fans are always saying, Golden Boot, but in fact, the ISL Golden Boot, he's already on holiday. So, and that's no disrespect to Ajare from Northeast, fantastic footballer, great striker, but they just didn't have the collective team to go all the way. And that's something that, as a collective, we will improve on this season. It was a hell of a season, but we're still in it for another trophy, and we'll keep pushing. And I've always said I wanted to just add. It was already a great team, fantastic management, fantastic club. I just wanted to add to it, and I hope I have impressed the fans enough to know that I've been given everything, and I look forward to tonight.
The same answer. That game.
When you scored that goal,
yes.
I thought you could have beaten any hurdler, and the way you jumped over and won an Olympic medal when you went to the gallery.
The goal was very special, but it was very similar to what Jamie just said, that once the whistle went, the first person I turned to and that was there in front of me and hugged me was Jamie, and I've known Jamie for over 15 years. And this was our first trophy that we've won together. So this was a very special moment. We've been in a lot of finals together in the past, and we've just come short, and what a moment that was, that it ended up happening, and we got to pick up that shield in front of all the fans. It was an amazing feeling.
First of all, happy to be here. It's a great gathering. Very excited to be here. When you're talking about donning the jersey, the Indian jersey, obviously it's to me always that sense of responsibility, managing the expectations, and really doing everything which is in your control and beyond to make sure that you are there and you are contributing towards team success.
Good morning to all. Thanks for having me. My life has been full of surprises. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Today I'm 29 years of age, and I feel like I've been through a lot. I'm young, but I've been through a lot. Happily, I'm really happy to be here, obviously, serving my purpose. I believe I'm here for obviously a greater purpose. My faith is what got me through. When I got into that accident when I was 19 years old, I can understand why it happened to me. Why this age, everything was moving smoothly for me. I just played on 19 goals, got my dad brilliant innings against Australia in Dubai. and I felt like I was gonna achieve my dream, which is to play international cricket. And life took a hit on me. I woke up in that hospital, with my two legs in a cast, my mom and dad there, and I just heard the doctor said, "You're not sure if you can run properly or your leg is bent 100% again." And I didn't know how to feel. And life just took a big, massive turn for me. But today I'm a big believer of everything happens for a reason. I didn't give up. I made a promise to myself. I said once I have life, I'm gonna make it happen. No matter what happened to me, I'm gonna achieve my dream. And with that belief in myself, and obviously my faith in my God as well, it got me. I'm just really happy that God has blessed me with the opportunity to play cricket again, and obviously have an impact on the cricket field, both on and off the cricket field. And hopefully I can entertain and continue to put smiles on people's faces.
Like I said, when you're talking about growth of cricket, it has to be in all directions, and women's cricket is also an integral part of that. And since the time BCCI has taken the women's cricket with them, you've been seeing all these changes, which are the positive changes, which is going to take the game higher. You've seen the popularity of WPL, how it's growing year on year. Is definitely setting that strong platform for the growth of women's cricket also. And like I said, like how we've seen with IPL, the example which I was giving of maybe 600, 800 players getting registered to going 1600, is a similar story which will be unfolding with WPL as well, with more and more women cricketers getting taking up the game, seeing it on TV, seeing it progressing is going to attract more and more talent towards the game, and that is going to be the real story as we move along in years to come, which will have a great positive impact on India eventually winning the World Cup. I think that's one thing. They came close in England, but I think that one goal which the women's team must have is to win that trophy. And that's going to really set. You've seen it with cricket in 1983, and it's going to be no different with women's cricket as well.
Obviously we have a rich legacy when it comes to cricket. Obviously disappointed to see where cricket West Indies, where cricket is in the West Indies at the moment. Obviously we did play that World Cup last year in India, and the ICC Champions Trophy as well. But we are going through that transition phase of West Indies cricket, and I don't want to say too much on West Indies cricket, but I really wish them all the best, good luck, and hopefully we figure it out so we can be dominating the world again.
First of all, thank you Shashwat bhai. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for having me. One childhood memory would be like, I was from a small town, Roorkee. There's IIT in Roorkee, that's what it's famous for. So we used to go to school every day. We used to ride bicycles and go to school. So every day I used to come back home. I used to go to cycle shop because my father wanted me to ride a bicycle, and if I'm riding a bicycle, I used to do it zigzag all the time. I know it might be a bad example, but that's how I used to be as a kid. I just wanted to enjoy each and every day. Playing cricket, being out there, and my father told me not just to play cricket. Obviously, he wanted me to play cricket like professionally, but he said if you're gonna play outdoor sport more often, it's gonna help you grow as an individual, and that's what I did always as a kid, enjoying. अपने लड़के को थोड़ा पढ़ा भी लो, and my father used to tell me कोई नहीं है, this all will take care of itself. You just focus on playing cricket, and that's what I did. So I think my father's side was always there. Later on, my mother became more and more important in my life because the bond became stronger and stronger, and I just grew from there strength to strength. Just to pinpoint one phase is difficult for me. Being part of that injury was like hardest part for me because as a kid I've been playing cricket in and out, day in day out, and just seeing me so immobile in my life. Like I'm someone who is used to do everything by myself, and that's how I grew up. I think, like you said, once your perspective to life change, I think the perspective to sports definitely change because how you see life, eventually it will follow. That's the idea I feel. Because I feel one thing what happened with me, like we are so caught up in day-to-day life, thinking we wanna have more and more. We don't appreciate what we have. Like I think we should take a time and appreciate sometime that what we have in life. And that is something accident taught me. Like, simple things like waking up every day, brushing your own teeth, walking towards your washroom, like small things, but it plays a huge part. And as day-to-day life, we take it for granted. I think that's my learning from it, like because we feel it's very normal, but a lot of people are suffering and they just can't do it by themselves. And that is where you realize that this is something you are blessed with, and look at the brighter side always. And that is something which really helped me get through my tough time during my accident, because I could be sitting in a place where I had no help, nothing, but God has been kind enough to offer me that help, that I can afford myself a life where the help was there, the people around me really stood by me, and that is luxury to have in life, and I really appreciate that. So appreciation of everything around me became more, and just taking day-to-day life, being happy is really important, because I feel yes, you want to be successful each and every day, but a lot of time in sport it might not happen. But that doesn't mean you're gonna beat around the bush and put you down always. You have to have a mindset where you push yourself. Yes, I can be better. But what's question is there? Am I giving my 100% or 200%? I always say. And if you're giving your 200% each and every day, take the result however it is, and just try to be your best version in the next day. Might be inning which I've played, which not might be at the top level. I think people only see what you have done in IPL, what you have done in international cricket. But as a cricketer, it's a long journey always. You want to enjoy that journey going forward. Like, yes, there are more highs, then there are some lows, but just pinpointing one of them would be Gava one. So when it happened, I didn't realize what I did. So Rohit Bhai came to me, he was telling me, you don't realize what you have done. But you're gonna see this in future when people will talk about it. And I was feeling the emotion, but like I couldn't understand that time how it has impacted so much. Like, because as a cricketer, I see it like I have to give my 100% each and every day. I just don't take too much high on my inning and too much low when I'm not doing bad, not doing great. So these are the very simple things. I keep it simple, and if, like my wife said, if you can keep it simple for longer period of time, I think you're gonna get the fair result. A lot of time it's very tough days. Like sometimes you don't want to do anything. It feels like that, but as a professional, you gotta keep pushing yourself each and every day. Like not going too far behind. I think just yesterday, I think woke up, saw my physio, went for practice, came back from there. We had a gym session. Then we had a team dinner last night. So that was my schedule for a whole day. Like, and sometimes it takes a lots of energy, lots of passion, I would say, like to push yourself each and every day. But that's how it is. Life can't be easy always. Like, yes, you are sitting at the highest level and saying that no, I don't want to push yourself. Why not, man? Like, this is what you strive for, this is what you wanted to live your life, and now you are here and not giving your 100%. And that's not me, just want to give my 200%, especially after accident. I think I enjoy my life more because I understand the meaning of it more than ever. So that's why just being happy, just enjoying what I do and give my 200%, and it makes my day. Who have a personality where I meet people, they don't think that this is a different guy. My idea is very simple. just be cheerful, whatever I can from my side, always thinking good for each and every person around me. But one thing would be like I like to read a lot, not reading book all the time, but like listening to the knowledge thing. I like to have knowledge about stocks, about companies, about journal knowledge. Like I can keep on reading stuff.
And given the busy schedule, do you get time to read? Is it more a book or is it more reading on your phone on the go?
See, I'm staying away from the phone most of the time. That is something I try to practice because nowadays you guys are making it very difficult. Like nowadays, it's the social media age.
Yeah.
You gotta keep using your phone. That's how you keep yourself connected. But like one of my mentor, that is one of my biggest learning. But it's easier to focus when you don't have phone in life.
And what's your mantra on leading a healthy lifestyle? Food, diet, workout?
I feel it's always good. Like before my accident, I wasn't like very aware about it. But after my accident, I think training plays a huge part because I have to keep on doing my rehab. Then my fitness, obviously, I have to go to the gym most of the time now. I think the one thing I have been looking after is my food. Like before, I used to eat whatever I wanted to eat, but now at least nutrition guys they look after my food. I think a lot of changes have happened and practicing like being happy.
সায়ন দে রেস কোর্স।